Thank
Um,
you.
we are getting live everywhere. Yeah, I don't want to be an orange either, Corinne. I had never heard that saying that way before, so that's pretty funny. What is up, everyone? Good morning. All right, we're live on Instagram. We're live on TikTok. Oh nope, this one's YouTube today. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, TikTok. We are. This is Real Estate MF. We talk real estate Monday through Friday. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday was my bunny's birthday. Happy birthday, bunny.
Happy birthday, Bunny.
Thank you. He's over there in London. It's okay. He's okay. So we got to talk to him a little bit. But first thing we do when we have this call, sorry, I'm looking for my pen. It fell out somewhere. First thing we do is we celebrate wins. So anything that you did positive in relation to your business in the last 24 hours, you celebrate. We do big wins and little wins. So no win is too small. Go.
Having more listings coming up than I do signs, so had to put in an order for signs yesterday.
Woo-woo! It's a great
Some
problem
of
to have.
them, some of them just needed to be replaced, and a lot of them are out in use currently. So I had to do a large sign order yesterday.
That's awesome. I just had to do that as well. So congrats. And I had to go buy another super box.
I have to do that as well.
Yeah. So, well, congrats. That's great news. Now we'll just sell them all, right?
That's right.
I love it. All right. Who else?
So my cousin that I referred to Jim
Yes.
for their purchase here,
Mm-hmm.
he has his house listed. So if anybody needs one in Springfield, Missouri,
All right. That's a win.
completely
Woo-woo.
remodeled.
Completely remodeled. All right.
Yep.
Rock star. You go, girl. I had this is personal. I had so when you turn over 50, you have to do things like shots and things. So I had to do my shingles vaccine.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-part thing. And God, this mofo hurts. My right arm hurts and I feel bad. Like I'm probably going to bed after this. I didn't feel bad after the first one, but this one, like I'm only up by the grace of God right now. So.
That is a hard one for sure.
Dude, it is.
But I'll tell you, I did mine after I had shingles, and shingles is way worse.
Okay, good to know. It's worth it. Okay, good to know. So shingles, if you don't know, for you youngsters, it's a form of chickenpox that you can get as an adult, and it's supposedly like nerve oriented, and so it's intense pain. So that's why you get it. You get the vaccine if you believe in vaccines, and it hurts to get the vaccine. So, all right, who else has a win? I got a buyer under contract last night.
Ooh.
And she's one of my most favorite clients. She's so funny. Her license plate is piss and vinegar. And that just sums her up. And she has the sticker on the back of her car, but did you die? Like that's her. She's just great. So we've sold a house, bought a house, sold a house, nope, now we're buying a house. She, what was I going to tell you? She was one of my very first clients. Oh, we met on Facebook. And she was like, I had put something in a group about wanting a home in that area. And she messaged me and her first words were, and I don't want a realtor. Okay. And now that was 2016, almost like, so 9 years later, here we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I reached out to somebody that posted about possibly looking at FISBOing theirs, and I reached out to him privately and said, while I respect it, being a real estate broker, I said I have some information you might find useful. No obligation. It's free.
Awesome. Good job.
So I said, all I need is your email address and I can email you my FISBO packet. Goes over everything you need to worry about.
And if they don't, print it out and take it by.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
All right, anybody else got a win?
My closing from Friday, they're getting here from Colorado today, so I'm taking a gift over to them for when they get here.
You're so sweet. I love that. Oh, hi Trish. Over here in the Instagram land. There was something before that I was thinking. What did I look at over here? Somebody was under contract. We got some referrals out. There was something I was going to tell you that I learned. This was a learning moment. But keep going. I'll share that in a minute. Any wins? Anybody else got a win? All right. If you have a win over there in YouTube land, type it out. If it's appropriate, I will comment back. And you did not just see me on Morning Joe. And hello. So, all right. So I have a deal. It's a manufactured home. So it's a double wide trailer. And it has a foundation. And we have that part released. And when he bought the home, this is something very important to think about for any homes you're dealing with that were affected by COVID. Like the businesses were affected during COVID in terms of lending, okay, and legal. So he bought it in 2020, and when he bought it, the title had a lien on it. There was a note from the government or whomever that said this lien will be cleared, like it's going to be taken care of, and financially it has been taken care of. Like we have looked and we have found the checks. People have worked, because this was supposed to close yesterday. People have worked. So what did not happen is the lender, it's Vanderbilt. If anybody's ever heard of Vanderbilt or knows a high up that I can get with, let me know. Vanderbilt never released the lien. So if they don't release the lien, they were supposed to, but what we think what happened is it happened during 2020. They said, yeah, we'll release the lien. It got thrown into a pile somewhere and nobody ever looked at it again, right? So now we've been trying to call Vanderbilt. Well, we're not the clients. So we've had to find the clients that had that loan and get in touch with them. I've tried, the lawyers tried, another lawyer's tried. They don't care about us. They're like, why are these people harassing us? So we don't know how to get a clear title. And we're hoping that the one that closed it before will close it again. We're going back to the original lawyer and say, look, you closed it before. Let's do it. So I'm hoping that's the word we get today, that they'll close it. So
Seems like title insurance would take care of that.
Right?
Yeah.
I would think so too, but there's an actual lien on it, so they can't release it, is my understanding of what they've been telling me, because we've been racking our brains on everything. But I thought so too. I'm like, wouldn't title insurance just make this all go
Because
away?
it's already been closed once since
And
then,
you can,
Yeah.
you said?
and you can prove that the lien was already satisfied.
When he bought it, we have the proof of the lien being satisfied. The lawyer sent the check. We have that, and then we also have the memo that says this lien will be released, and somebody else said something else. But we have all the proof. We just can't get the anything clear title. Yeah, the lawyer that he bought it from, I wasn't part of that transaction. They're the ones helping us now. So, and I will shout out to Tori Calhoun, who is a lender. I don't even know where she's out of. Well, here apparently, because he was her lender last time. But that woman, it is not even her deal, and she has been working to try to get a solution for him. So Tori Calhoun is a lender. Look her up. She's pretty badass. So, all right, that was something, just a lesson learned to be. Well, I guess if they closed in 2020, before you even list it, maybe make sure it's got a clear title from the last time. That might be a good solution. Yeah. So, all right. Who else? Who else has anything they want to share? Today we can do topics, like if you have a topic you want to discuss, or I can come up with things. I always come up with things. But if y'all have something you'd like to share or discuss, let's do it. All right, I'm going to ask you a question. How do you keep track with, hey, Lacey, how do you keep track with what are the non-negotiables have to happen today? How do you make sure those things happen? Like, what's your system?
I write them down. And I'm one of those people who, if it's on paper, I will get it done more than if I just have a mental checklist. And
Right.
so I physically will go through and check it off the list.
Cool.
And then I prioritize them too. I know that's so simple, but
No,
I
it's
commented yesterday on your post that like I have a new planner that I've been using, and for some reason my life has become much more organized since I've been using this planner, because I use it for work tasks as well as personal. Like my dogs are on prescription food, so like I would forget to order their food, and we'd have to use a store-bought food for a few days and call the vet. Like just little
Right.
things like that.
Yeah.
It has drastically changed my life, and it even breaks down my house cleaning into daily tasks, and I will check it off the list, and I'm like,
what planner is this? We all need it.
Yeah, no kidding.
so there's an Instagram account and a Facebook account called Passionate Penny Pincher.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And yeah, so she's got this, a friend tagged me in it because I had a conversation with her. So it breaks down your, like, how much did you spend today? Here's your monthly finances. Here's your, like, what do you need to get done today? What are you grateful today? Here's some chapters of the Bible to read through today. Like, it's got everything I could ever want, and it's been wonderful.
So you just go to Passionate Penny Pincher and type in journal, and it'll.
So she had somebody sent it to me in an Instagram message, but I would imagine it would be on their Facebook account. So
If you find it, will you post it over there in the AHA group?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah. Anybody else? What do you do to make sure, like when I look at my day, I have a little calendar on my phone. When I look at the day, I'm like, oh, I've got to drop off that sign. I've got to pick up those letters. I've got to do some listing stuff. Like there are some things that like I really need these things to happen today. And then there are things that like if these don't happen today, I cannot sleep. Like I'm not allowed to sleep. There's two different ones, two different levels of have to have. There's absolutely necessary or the world is ending. And then there's the things, okay, I really need to get these things. And then there's like, okay, yeah, I probably should put my laundry away. Like, that one probably gets lost a lot. Who has a system? Anyone?
I do the same thing Stephanie does. I have my little handy dandy paper to pen
Yes.
one that I use all the time for all the things. And if it's uber duper important, it goes into my digital calendar for my phone. That way I can set the reminder, hey, gotta get this done.
Love it.
ASAP.
Love it. Yeah. Anybody else? Mine is very simple. It is like it's literally I write it on a piece of paper. Like right now, I was like, ooh, I did not. Ooh, I gotta cancel that. Everybody say no. Say decline. Sorry, I just hit a button because I thought it was a person wanting in, but it wasn't. It was an AI thing. I look at my calendar and I'm like, okay, today I have to. I don't even know what this note. I just wrote this note down. I'm like, I wonder what that one means. I've got a woman who wants to know, like, is it the right time to sell her house? So I did not get to that yesterday, and so I've got to get to that today, right? And then I've got some buyers that want stuff, and I don't do a lot of agents do automatic. I do some automatic emails for them to see houses, but most often I get what's called the concierge mode if yours has it, but I set it up so that I'll see all the ones that meet their criteria, and then I'll cherry pick the good ones and send them those and reject the others. And it's less, it's more personal. So, and I'm sorry, Mackenzie, I missed it. Mackenzie, we have missed you, and I'm going to delete this thing. Remove. Mackenzie has not been on the call since Thursday, and she had closing on Friday. Woo woo! First buyer, and he was so excited. That's amazing. Good job, Mackenzie. So, it could be as simple as that. Write it on your hand, like put a G. If you've got to pick up your glasses today, that's what I did yesterday. I had a big G on my hand. So, I went and got my glasses, right?
I also have to keep a pad of paper in my truck
Yes.
for me to be able to write stuff down. Like if I see a FISBO and I'm on my way to somewhere important,
Love
I'm
it.
going to circle back to that one. And then
I love
for
having
my
a piece
client stuff,
yeah.
good old fashioned pen and paper.
Perfect.
And then I put the notes in my CRM when I have the time.
Good. Yes, the CRM is essential. I think if you're not using your database, come on, people, help a sister out. The pad and paper is good as long as you use it methodically as you would a CRM. The bonus in a CRM is that when you turn on your computer, hopefully when you turn on your CRM, it tells you what to do for the day. All right, my coach yesterday and I met, and he's hard on me in a lot of ways. He's very soft on me in a lot of ways too. But he told me that this call is a failure. And I was like, let me think about that. Because at first I was like, ooh, that hurts. And then I was like, are the people on the call coming and doing the things to get business? And are they getting business? And that's the goal, right? So I want you to ponder, is this call effective for you? What could make it better? How could you make it better? What do you need to be doing to garner this time as important? Why do you show up every day? And I was okay with it. Like, it's not effective because there's a bunch of us on here who've been with me at least a year, and you're not rocking. Some of you have been on here at least a year, and you are crushing. So I'll offer feedback.
Because of this call, I know I'm doing better this year than I did last year.
Yay! Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. He's like, yeah, it's a complete failure. I'm like,
You guys are my accountability.
Yeah, accountability. Okay, that's great. I love that.
And I know I need that.
I think it's a great way to get your day started because you're talking to like-minded people, and it's like, you know, if you were not on this call, what else would you be doing right now? Would you really be working on your day's tasks, or would you be,
Right.
preparing dinner for tonight, which is important, but we have to get it because we are our own, like, we work for ourselves. We are responsible for how many houses we sell in a year. We have to hold ourselves accountable. This is a great way to get your mind in the right place.
I love it. I love our call. Like, I would not be here in this chair right this moment if this call were not happening because I don't feel great because of that vaccine. I'd be in my bed. And that happens a lot. Like, either I don't feel great or I'm just tired or I'm like feeling lazy. But I get up because I know I'm going to come see you guys and I know I need to be here, right?
And I'm lucky that it's an hour earlier for me because otherwise I would just still be on the couch. I make myself get up and get to my computer by this time of day, and otherwise I would probably just still be on the couch at 9 o'clock scrolling and going, I really should get busy.
Well, I just thought it was something
else distract me, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was something for us to ponder. And I was like, all right, how do we make it better? And is it great? Like, I think it's a great call. And I love this call. How do we make it better? What do we need to do? Should I bring guest speakers on or guest, people I interview, or should we all invite a friend? Like, everybody bring at least a friend if this call was important to you. And does volume matter? Are we happy with the people in YouTube land and Instagram land, and then the people here? We're usually at like 12, 15 in here with us, and I love it. But it's just something it's always good to assess. So if you have thoughts on that, I want to share them personally, or if you want to share them out loud, I'm good either way.
Well, I mean, take a look at yesterday. We were having fun joking around with out-of-the-box marketing tactics.
Right.
I mean,
it was great.
We're not always super serious, and
right.
we were just great.
Yes.
We figured out a way to pick on each other.
But I used that. Like, I did post about that.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah. Well, I also sent it, we have showing time, and you can send a text to all the agents within your MLS about your listing. So I sent one that the title was one free egg with every showing this week. And then in the body, I was like, and if you close it, if we go under contract, you get a dozen eggs at closing. So, and I got a lot of feedback, like positive feedback about it. I think people do need some levity right now, some positiveness and some goodness, and like, just be silly. Like, why can't you stand in front of the neighborhood where you have a listing with like
I threw it out there as a joke, and we all just took it and ran with it. I know Diane did something.
I think it's awesome.
It.
Yeah.
So,
like those little. Why don't we get those for our open houses? I might be buying one of those. Those little noodle men. How fun would that be outside your open house? That'd be crazy cool.
That's awesome.
I love that idea. So, speaking on that, y'all, it is here. We talk about it all the time. Real estate is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. I'm going to tell you two things. There was that one, and where was the other one? Okay. This is door knocking. Listen to this, okay? This is a whole new version of door knocking, but just listen, because it is entirely beautifully effective. Okay? I'm going to my listing and I'm putting out the directional signs because this one, like, you got to take 12 turns. And I'm actually going to have some signs made that are funny for that, but I just went and bought the basic ones for now. And I was putting them out, and I've always told y'all, when you're putting it in someone's yard, knock on the door and say, hey, I'm putting this sign out. Are you cool with it? You don't have to, but it certainly is nice, right? So, knocked on the door. You could tell it was an older mom and a daughter that probably comes in and checks on her. So the daughter says hi, and then the mom comes to the door, and she's like, yeah, she's wanting to make sure she could put this sign out. Well, that woman was cool as the day is long, and we talked, and she told me family history, and we talked about her property, and blah, 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 blah. She asked for my card, and she asked about rubber duckies, because I drive a Jeep Wrangler. She asked about the rubber duckies, because she could see my Jeep. So, what am I doing this week with that lady?
You're gonna go duck her.
I'm going to go duck her front door, right? With a little business card. And just said, I really loved speaking with you. Boom, here's your little duck. So, very simple, easy contact. I can put her in my database. Her name is Penny. I know where she lives. I know a lot about her house because she told me. And so who thinks I could work that lead over the next however and help her be my client in whatever capacity at some point?
Yeah.
Raise your hand. Give me a
Yeah,
thumbs
for
up.
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So there's a simple one. Here's an even more simple one. And I've talked about this before. But this one, I tell y'all, this one was gold. So I had to go get my vaccine. And so I went to the grocery store, and there is this piece of land with a house on it that is just, I think it's just an old farmhouse, and it's just, they have like 100 acres. I didn't know they had 100 acres until later. But I've always wanted in my brain to stop by the house and tell them how much I love their house, right? I did try one time and no one was home. So this time I got bold. I know. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin says, hey, you're on YouTube Live. Yes, I am. Thank you, Kevin, for letting me know. I drove, this time I was like, I'm going to be a little bit more bold, because first time I drove around the circle drive that just kind of went in front of the house, but they have a part that goes way back because they have tractors and things. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to drive back there and turn around. Well, when I drove back there and turned around, this nice little lady was sitting on the back porch. And I like threw my hands up so like she didn't get scared, and smiled and waved and rolled down my window. And I was like, hey, I'll be right there. So then I put in park, went over there, started talking, introduced myself. I did not say I was a realtor, okay? Because was that the point of the call? Was that the point of the door knock? No. The point of the door knock was I'm a human, right? And I love your property, okay? And literally my message to her was, how long, I wanted to know everything. She was really receptive to me. Because the first thing I said was, my name is Robin. I've driven past your home for 12 years now, and I've always wanted to tell you, it brings me such joy. I love to watch the sunset on your back fields. I love when you have the big hay bales out and the cows are out. And just so you know, I do stop and talk to your cows. And I was like, I just wanted you to know that I would love for you to never, ever, and will it to everyone you need to will it to, sell this property. And so, of course, older people, God love them, they will tell you, especially older people who live in the community where you are farming, if you get them talking, I don't care if they're Northerners, Midwesterners, Easterners, Southerners, you get them talking about when they moved to town and the changes that took place, you get more knowledge than you could get from 500 cold calls. So this beautiful lady sat and told me about this road that's coming in, the property over here, her property, her plans to will it. Like they got it planned that it's staying in the family. It's already been in the family hundreds of years. They have 100 acres. They're gonna never, no one, you're not allowed to sell it is in the wills. You can pass it on to somebody, you're not allowed to sell it. There'll still be a loophole to that at some point, but still. So, I mean, she told me everything. I told her where I lived. So I live in a historic home, and people of the area know this home because it's been here since 1897, something like that. Oh yeah, Dr. Hearn used to live there. She told me all about my house, right? She told me about the property. She told me about everything. So we had a wonderful visit. Her husband came up. We met. Her daughter-in-law is the woman who runs the wedding venue that's next door. So now I have a connection there. Also, her cousin is the one who owns it. So now I have this phenomenal lady that likes me in my world that I can nurture and love on and become a part of her world in an authentic way. If I had gone there and she was just a straight up poo head, no nurture. I might send her a postcard on occasion. This woman, I want to go hang out with, and I want to bring her to my house, and I want to sit down with her and just listen to all of the knowledge she has. So, that is door knocking, right? That 15-minute drive by, pop by, with no present, could lead to, who knows? Could lead to nothing other than a wonderful afternoon of me making them feel great about their home, or it could lead to me and gazillions of dollars, right? Oh, thank you, Kevin. So, what home in your farm, in your area, that have you always thought, man, that's the cutest home? Knock on their door. Will I eventually tell that woman I'm a realtor? Absolutely. But it's not what I'm leading with. I'm leading with that I'm a human. I love our community. And her husband was like, oh, y'all been redoing that house. It looks so nice. And so like people notice. And we're like, I mean, we're a solid 15 minutes apart. It's not like we're next door neighbors, but they notice, you know? So.
Hey, Robin, quick question.
Yeah.
With you emphasizing your humanity and, being who you are, can we be real that your profit margin is probably 99%, of your income versus what other, marketing approaches are?
Exactly. I fully agree. He's saying I don't spend any money on marketing. You're exactly right. And that's been always true. Like I have when I first got my accountant, they were like, what's your marketing budget? I'm like, like now I've upped it a little bit because I have events or I have postcards that I send on occasion. Like I'll send a Valentine's Day card. That's the biggest one I send all year long. That's the biggest mailer, right? So yeah, thank you for that observation, Kevin. My marketing budget is dismal. When I hear people spending 50, 100,000 a year, I'm like, oh my God. Like I'll buy signs. And I am going to get fun signs. Y'all can steal this, but I don't care because you can give me credit. Who knows which direction do you turn in NASCAR? Left, right? Always turn left. Like that's the story. Turn left, turn left, turn left. So I'm getting directional. What's that?
I said, or you end up in a wall.
Or you hit a wall. So I'm gonna make some NASCAR because we're in NASCAR country. Like the Concord Motor Speedway is 40 minutes up the road. So I'm gonna make turn left.
Season just started.
Exactly. So I'm gonna make turn left signs as directional signs, and put some kind of NASCAR or something. Ricky Bobby says turn left.
Be careful, you will get some MAGA haters.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Whoever cares. So yeah, like Ricky Bobby says turn left. Dale Earnhardt just spoke and said, I'll probably have to, I'll have to watch names, but don't make a pit stop. Keep going. I mean, like I'm going to make some directional signs that relate to NASCAR and help promote my listings. So my point in that was, what are you doing to make yourself laugh and make your business enjoyable? Because that will translate to business.
You actually helped me with something like that. This is my first time on the call, but you and I had a conversation sometime in the past year, and we were talking about something else. And then you were like, how you doing? How's real estate going for you? And I was just telling you about my marketing, and I went back through my Facebook and I looked at which of my posts get the most engagement and reactions. And for some reason, it's my dog Presley.
Yep.
And I'm a big dog person. I've put my dogs in my marketing now, but so I've incorporated Presley into my marketing now. And we've just started like a video series. The quality is not that good because I'm not a videographer,
It
but
does not
the more
matter.
I do it, the better I'll get. So Presley is my general manager, and we have calls, and she just has like RBF, and I hope everybody knows what RBF is.
Yes.
But she has RBF, and so it is me talking to her and her not giving one crap.
RBF is resting biatch face. It means you just kind of always look angry. Yeah.
And so
I can't do that with Yoma because he smiles too much.
You definitely could. You could have an enthusiastic dog partner. Mine is my general manager, and she's on my cards that way too. Like when I give somebody a business card, she's on there as my general manager. So
I love that.
And so we'll have our third video posted today, and I'm yelling at her for eating the cookies at the open house. It's
Yes.
but it's so it's
Authentic.
like the cookies at the open house are for the buyers, and she like yawns or something, But people have been really reacting to it, and so I'm like, let me combine my two passions, and it fits my personality. And you gave me that suggestion about a year ago.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I remember you talking about Presley, and so I love that. So what did she do? Don't everybody just go get their dog and start doing stuff, because she did research. The first thing she researched, I know we're over time. First thing she researched is what of my posts are getting the most reactions, engagements, right? Then, and she saw a pattern. Ooh, it's anything with Presley. So then she's like, I'm using Presley to help my real estate. And boom, look at that. She's rocking it. And Corinne, do not say no before you even give your chance yourself to say yes, because your dog could be the truth behind the smile dog.
He is the cutest.
Right, but did you hear what I said? Listen to what I said. I said the truth behind the dog, the smile dog. So he could be smiling at you, but he's saying you're a friggin' idiot, right?
By the way, this also could be a business write-off if you take the dog as a marketing approach.
Right.
I can write all of his
Write it
expenses
off as
off,
a
his
business
food.
expense. A spa, you can pamper your dog, you can trim the nails.
Yes.
You and the dog can go together.
Go to the listings.
Spa, and she could be your emotion animal, and that's it, dude. You've got the life. You can even travel.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
And Kevin says the just sold, just listed posts never get engagement. Like all they are is spam. You may as well vomit onto the Facebook group or onto your page if that's what you're putting on there. Get personal. That's part of the 22-day challenge that will start again sometime, but something personal every single day. Okay? Every single day. So, all right, beautiful. So we'll be back tomorrow. I hope your day is fantastic. Thanks for popping in. I loved having you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Good to see ya. Happy Tuesday.